great to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Washington Huskies and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to Hardy. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They'll line up for a second down play. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Big man has it, it's a first down and more. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Powers through the defender. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The give to Hardy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
By the receiver. He's taken down at the 40. First down for the offense.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. There's some room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Throwing, Williams. Quickly out to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in this step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. Maybe a crease. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's a give to Hardy. Makes it past the marker. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Missouri! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They'll run the counter. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Here's Williams to throw. Under fire. Runs through a tackle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the middle. Complete to Williams over the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
He's tackled at the 47. And first down for the offense.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Williams from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Could be an alley. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Washington right back to the line. Williams starting to feel a little pressure. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Makes the grab inbounds. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. Here comes the heat. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
He'll get rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Williams. Moving out to the right. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, these 4-3 defensive ends that can get pressure on quarterbacks, they get paid a lot of money in the National Football League, and that's why. When you can get out of your stance and win around the edge to get to the QB, not many guys do it as well as that.
Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Slithers into space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down.
Caught, and he's got room. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Quickly complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
At the 10-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's Washington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Makes the quick grab. Runs through the tackle. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Williams unloads it left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
It'll be third and long. It'll be a draw. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's fourth down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Pocket breaking down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on fourth down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down, and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Finds a little space. Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's Williams to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completion.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Looking to pass. It's Simmons. Rushes on him. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's Georgia locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The give on the counter. Finding some room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They go right back to Hardy. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a picture.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's complete on the right side. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Oh, they're after him. And they got him.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Give to the left, it's Hardy. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run it with Hardy. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Washington. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Williams. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Tiger! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Play action with Williams. Quarterback adapting. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab and room to run. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Throwing, Williams. Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Gain of 24. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Williams will pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Put the drive.
Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Got room to work. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. From the gun, give to Hardy. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On first down, it's Hardy again. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Hardy. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll give it to Hardy. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, here's Hardy. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Austin Simmons, the play fake, looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. There's a crease. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Williams. Escape. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Third down from the gun. Williams unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here's Williams to throw. He's going to fire deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Hardy again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board.
Got a little grass. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this two-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents. That's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. You beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Now on the move. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Trying to keep the drive alive. Got enough for the first. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's it. First down for the offense.